Imagine a moment in your life when you made a decision in just a few seconds. Maybe you met someone and instantly felt you could trust them. Or you tasted a dish and immediately knew something was missing. Or you walked into a room and sensed the mood without anyone saying a word. Those moments feel sudden, almost magical, like your brain is whispering the answer before you have time to think. That powerful ability is exactly what Malcolm Gladwell explores in his book, Blink. And this is your simple, everyday explanation of how that hidden engine inside your mind really works. Blink is about quick decisions, the snap judgments we make in the first couple of seconds. But it's also about something deeper, when those quick decisions are genius and when they're dangerously wrong. Gladwell shows that behind every instinct is a story, a process, a lifetime of experience working quietly in the background. Sometimes our subconscious mind is smarter than our conscious one, but only when we understand how it works. He starts with the idea of thing slicing, which is the brain's ability to look at a tiny slice of information and still figure out something meaningful. We do this constantly. You meet someone and instantly feel they're trustworthy. Someone speaks sharply and you pick up their attitude without needing their whole life story. That's thin slicing. One of Gladwell's most famous examples is the Getty Kuros, a statue a museum believed was real because all the scientific tests said so. But several art experts walked in, took one look, and said something felt wrong. They didn't know why, they just felt it. And they turned out to be right. The statue was fake. Their unconscious mind picked up tiny signals their conscious mind couldn't explain. That's the heart of Blink. Your unconscious often knows the truth before your conscious mind can catch up, not because of magic, but because of training, experience, and stored knowledge you don't realize is there. Gladwell explains that the mind works on two levels. The conscious mind is slow, logical, and step-by-step. The unconscious mind is fast and automatic. Your conscious mind is like a calculator. Your unconscious is a supercomputer running quietly in the background, drawing from memories, feelings, patterns, and intuition. When it gives you a gut feeling, it's not random, it's lightning-fast processing happening beneath the surface. But this supercomputer isn't perfect. It can make brilliant decisions, like when an experienced firefighter senses a building is about to collapse without knowing exactly why, his mind recognized a pattern. But it can also make terrible decisions, like misjudging someone because of their appearance, accent, or background. That's also thin slicing, but it's based on the wrong information. The unconscious mind learns from the world around us, including stereotypes, culture, and whatever environment we grew up in. So if the world teaches us unhealthy messages, our unconscious absorbs those too. This is one of the reasons people misjudge others. Experiments show that even people who consciously believe in equality can unconsciously associate certain faces or names with negativity simply because society has been training their unconscious mind without permission. Blink makes us aware of this hidden programming, and once you're aware of it, you can start changing it. Gladwell's message is that the mind is like clay. It absorbs impressions and we can shape it intentionally. He uses the idea of a locked door to explain why our unconscious decisions are hard to articulate. When you ask someone why they like a painting or why they trust a person, they often come up with a reason that isn't the real reason, because the real decision came from behind that locked door. And ironically, trying to explain our instincts can make them worse. In one study, people accurately chose the best jam by taste alone, but when they were forced to explain why they liked it, their choices got worse. Their conscious mind got in the way of what their unconscious already knew. Some things are better felt than explained. But Blink doesn't shy away from the dark side of snap judgments. In high-stress moments, our instincts can fail. Police officers, for example, sometimes misinterpret situations in a split second, seeing threat where there is none, because stress narrows their vision and the unconscious starts filling gaps with assumptions. Under pressure, our thin slices get thinner. That's why proper training is crucial, especially for high-pressure jobs. Good training sharpens instinct. Poor training distorts it. Gladwell also talks about priming, the idea that tiny signals in our environment influence our behavior without us noticing. People walk slower after reading words about old age. They act more politely after being exposed to kind words. They become more aggressive after seeing competitive words. Our unconscious is always listening, absorbing, and adjusting. This means the people around you, the content you consume, and the atmosphere you live in constantly shape the quality of your instincts. Experience plays a huge role too. The more deeply you understand something, the smarter your snap judgments become. A coach can spot a flaw in a tennis serve instantly. A doctor can sense something's wrong with a patient in seconds. A parent can tell their child's mood from one look. When intuition is built on experience, it's powerful. When it's built on fear or bias, it's dangerous. So we have to constantly ask ourselves where our instincts are coming from: real insight or unexamined assumptions. Gladwell helps us understand when to trust our gut. Trust it when you have experience, when you're calm, when you've trained your mind well, and when you're not under emotional pressure. Don't trust it when you're stressed, angry, afraid, or when you have little knowledge in the area. The key is self-awareness. He also reminds us that first impressions matter, but they aren't always right. Sometimes they come from genuine microsignals, like tone or posture. Other times they come from our own projections. We shouldn't blindly trust them, but we shouldn't ignore them either. We should learn how to read them and understand where they come from. Gladwell encourages us to build a stronger, intuitive mind by cleaning up our inputs, gaining deeper experience, paying attention to small details, slowing down when the stakes are high, avoiding prejudice, keeping ourselves calm, and reflecting on our instincts after we make decisions. This is how we train our subconscious instead of letting the world train it for us. Understanding how snap judgments work also helps us understand people better. When you learn to read expressions, tones, and small emotional cues, you communicate better, avoid misunderstandings, and build stronger relationships. People reveal more in 2 seconds of emotion than in 10 minutes of explanation. One of Gladwell's most interesting lessons is that tiny environmental changes can create huge improvements in behavior. Something as small as fixing broken windows in a neighborhood dramatically reduced crime. The unconscious pays attention to those small signals and responds to them. In the end, Blink isn't about thinking fast. It's about thinking smart. It's about understanding the secret engine inside your mind and shaping it so your fast decisions are wise, not reckless. It teaches you to sharpen your instincts, clear out biases, and build a subconscious you can rely on. In simple words, your mind is always talking to you. Blink teaches you how to listen. Thank you for listening to this full explanation of Blink. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to Grow with Books for more motivational and life-changing audiobooks.